Imagine setting out on a journey into the unknown, with hopes of discovering new lands or solving some of the greatest mysteries of our world. But what happens when those journeys never reach their intended destinations? Throughout history, numerous explorers have embarked on expeditions that were never completed, leaving behind more questions than answers. These are the stories of some of the most mysterious and unfinished expeditions ever recorded. 1. Franklin Expedition, the Lost Arctic Voyage. Our first tale takes us to the frozen Arctic, where Sir John Franklin set sail in 1845 with two ships, the HMS Erebus and HMS Terror. His mission was to chart the Northwest Passage, a treacherous sea route through the Arctic Ocean. With 129 men on board, Franklin's expedition seemed well prepared for the journey. But after their last communication in July 1845, the entire crew vanished. Years later, scattered remains of the crew and wreckage of the ships were discovered, but the exact details of how Franklin's men met their fate remain unclear. Was it the unforgiving ice, starvation, scurvy, or something more sinister? To this day, the Franklin expedition is one of history's most haunting, unsolved mysteries. 2. Percy Fawcett, the search for the lost city of Z. In 1925, British explorer Percy Fawcett, along with his son and a small team, ventured into the dense Amazon rainforest in search of the fabled lost city of Z. Fawcett believed that deep within the jungle lay the ruins of an advanced ancient civilization. Armed with little more than a few provisions and a fierce determination, the group disappeared without a trace. Countless expeditions have since attempted to retrace his steps, only to meet the same fate or return empty-handed. Was the city real, or was Fawcett chasing a mirage? No one knows, and the fate of the expedition remains one of the most enduring enigmas of the 20th century. 3. Amelia Earhart, the disappearance of a pioneer. Amelia Earhart was an aviation pioneer, the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic. But her greatest adventure came in 1937, when she set out to become the first person to circumnavigate the globe by airplane. On July 2nd of that year, somewhere over the Pacific Ocean, Earhart's plane vanished. Despite extensive search efforts, neither she nor her aircraft was ever found. Theories about her disappearance range from engine failure to landing on an uninhabited island to even being captured. Earhart's disappearance remains one of the greatest aviation mysteries in history. The Dyatlov Pass Incident, a journey into terror. In 1959, 9 experienced hikers set off into the snowy Ural Mountains of Russia. Their goal was to reach Mount Otorten, but they never arrived. Instead, search teams found their abandoned campsite, with their tent cut open from the inside. The bodies of the hikers were discovered scattered across the snow, some with fatal injuries that could not be explained by natural forces. To this day, no one knows what happened at Dyatlov Pass. Was it an avalanche, a government conspiracy, or something even more terrifying? The mystery of what caused the panic and deaths of these hikers remains unsolved, with countless theories still debated. 5. Roald Amundsen, the hero who vanished. Roald Amundsen was the first man to reach the South Pole in 1911, solidifying his place as one of history's greatest explorers. But in 1928, he disappeared while on a rescue mission to find a missing airship crew in the Arctic. His plane was never found despite numerous search efforts. Some say Amundsen, ever the adventurer, may have deliberately vanished, while others believe he perished in the harsh Arctic conditions. His final journey remains shrouded in mystery, making Roald Amundsen not just an explorer, but an enduring enigma of the frozen North. 6. The Voynich Manuscript, the codex no one can decipher. Our next story doesn't involve explorers trekking through physical landscapes, but instead delves into a journey of the mind. The Voynich manuscript, discovered in 1912, is an ancient book filled with bizarre illustrations and an unknown script that has baffled historians and cryptographers for over a century. Believed to be an explorer's codex or a lost scientific text, the manuscript's origins, purpose, and language remain undeciphered. Many scholars have attempted to unlock its secrets, but all have failed. Is it a medieval hoax, or does it contain the knowledge of a long-lost civilization? These unfinished expeditions captivate our imagination, leaving us pondering the fates of explorers who ventured into the unknown. Their stories remind us that even with modern technology, secrets and mysteries remain unsolved. If you enjoyed these tales, like this video, subscribe, and share your thoughts on the most intriguing expedition. Stay curious